Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. Raul Pal here, coming in hot with a bit of an anecdote this morning. So he says he's came back from dinner in Lisbon, checks the X platform, losing its collective crap. He says, we are all going to die. It's all getting nuked. It is all over, guys. He's looking at the Bitcoin chart right now, and because we did see a bit of a downtrend yesterday, everybody is feeling very negative. The sentiment is back down again. But guys, there is no need to worry, and I'm going to explain why in a second. So, checks the charts, he sighs. Literally nothing is going on. It is just noise, he says. Meanwhile, the cult of the Church of the Smoking Chicken Fish is at new highs, and the global chicken flock grows. I don't know if he means some kind of meme coin there or what. Takes a final sip of his nightcap and turns off the light with a smile. A regular day in the trenches. So Raul Pal did post this Bitcoin chart here on the daily. You guys can see over there on the day Bitcoin has gone down. I'm going to bring up the Bitcoin chart here. The other day, so Thursday, we were clocking in at 64,000, almost $600 per Bitcoin. And even then I was saying, you know, we could come back into this region here and find support in this region. Sure enough, look at what we're doing. We're coming back into this region. And hopefully we find some support in and around here, 61, 62,000, and we don't dip any lower. But even if we do dip lower, guys, this is the final region of support here that we could base back into. I mean, none of us want to go back to $57,000. However, it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. So today, Bitcoin is, showing a bit of optimism, trading in and around $62,000 per coin. So a bit better than what we were seeing at the lows there of about $60,000 per coin. What we could see, again, is this, trending in and around this zone here before we either break to the downside, which is possible. I mean, we could get back down in and around $57,000. Hopefully we don't move there. It depends on macro market moves. Hopefully we do see a bit of a switch and the market does move up in the opposite direction. Sentiment here posting this. Crypto markets have retraced across the board, leaving traders calling for sub $50,000 Bitcoins once again. However, history shows that when we see such a low 7-day average trader returns for top caps like Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, XRP, Dogecoin, and Link, bounce possibilities rise significantly. So guys, here we have some more metrics. Bitcoin bounces on July the 4th, up 7% after the MVRV drops. On July the 25th, we did see this. Bitcoin did bounce 9% after that same drop. And on August 2nd, guys, we are seeing markets in similar 7-day MVRV ranges to previous bottoms. So these are the indicators. This is the more technical approach when you're, looking at charts, peering in a window of the soul of the crypto market, so to speak. Macro factors, though, are showing that because general markets are down, guys. This is the stock market, the top stocks there. Like Microsoft is down, Apple's up a little bit, or was up a little bit on Friday. Nvidia's down. Like all the big tech stocks, Amazon, Google, everything, Meta, everything is down. Radar here saying, $2.9 trillion wiped out from stocks this morning due to fears of a global recession, the worst day since the 2020 beer flu crash. So this is also definitely having an effect on crypto. The rest of altcoins have been going down along with Bitcoin. This is XRP on the daily. You guys can see over the last couple of days there, XRP did see a downward trajectory. Now it's recovering, same as Bitcoin, up to 57.567 cents. You guys can see sentiment is going down too, so below 50%, but still in neutral territory. The market cap is down a little bit, $2.21 trillion. That's down by only 4%, guys. Trading activity, that's up a little bit. I know there have been some panic sellers in the space. Bitcoin dominance still holding up to 55.4%, and basically red today in the crypto space. So pretty much everything has been losing in the last 24 hours, though. Check that out. XRP is up a little bit, 0.02. It's green at least. Probably not for long, but it is green at least as of the time of this recording. Everything else within the last 24 hours is down single or even double digits. So, guys, again, as Raul Pal says, tune out the noise. This is not the end of the world. Nick Crypto Crusader saying, there are many projects in this space right now that are just seeing partnership after partnership, announcement after announcement, yet there is no price action. This is a good indication that we are still in a speculative market. So a spec market means you should be trading in a certain fashion, And, once we do see that real world utility, that strategy will likely change up. For more information on what I'm trading this bull run, my spec picks, my real world utility picks, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoney channel. It is only $5 a month. I've, learned a lot from the last couple of bull runs that I've been in, and I'm applying those strategies to my picks today. So a lot of these cryptocurrencies are still at a steal of a deal. So I think for that price, you are getting some pretty good value. So taking a look at the total market cap, we're still not in hot water yet. The market is following Bitcoin, and the reason we know that is because when we look at, let's say, total 2, okay, this is all cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin. Take a look at that chart there. Now compare that to BTC, and it's a very, very similar looking chart. So, if everything is following Bitcoin, so everything excluding Bitcoin, following Bitcoin, boom, chart looks very, very similar. You can see the lower lows and the lower highs there on the shorter time frame. This just solidifies that we're trading in a spec market still. You may have heard a lot of people say that altcoins already experienced alt season. This is wrong, says Nick. Bitcoin dominance has been up only since the market bottomed back in 2022. The altcoin market has had some nice winners, sure, but for the most part, altcoins have been dead. So we haven't still seen that euphoria phase in the market that I'm still waiting for. This is how I see these projects that are making consistent moves performing during the bear market and even during these depressive times in the market. Focus on projects that are building nonstop. These projects are basically just pressure that is building and building, waiting for a more explosive move. Here's a list of projects and tokens that have been experiencing nonstop moves since 2022. And I'm not going to list all these cryptocurrencies here, but Nick Crypto Crusader does give a list. I will link this tweet in the description of this video. Some of these coins are going to let some of the non-Patreon subscribers know that some of those coins are in the $15,000 plus portfolio that I have diversified into. XRP drops here posting this. So just along that theme, real world building, financial technology growing. This is where we're going to see the lion's share of growth in the coming decade. It is so bullish hearing Ripple's president Monica Long explaining XRP to the Financial Technology Task Force European Commission. Listen to this.
And also making those cross-border transactions more transparent and reliable for their end customers and cheaper. So using the digital asset XRP, which is an open, decentralized, and global public block, sits on a global public blockchain, XRP enables these institutions to, instead of having to pre-fund for global payments to work around the inefficiencies of the outdated system, it enables them to serve liquidity on demand on an individual basis for the transactions. So that cuts costs in about half for those transactions. And in that, making liquidity more competitive so that we don't see, the 5 biggest banks controlling 90+% of the FX markets. And it's to expand from payments, it's a similar story for other fields of finance, like lending, where crypto offers the possibility to make securing loans a lot simpler, a lot faster and less expensive because it will become a more competitive playing field.
So there's the tokenized payments, also the XLR network, tokenizing on the XRP ledger. We got to remember the team behind Ripple and XRP is just different. This is one company, guys, that has from the beginning, not even just recently, but since the beginning, since 2014, 2015, 2016 maybe, they have been working tirelessly to partner with some of the biggest and most influential financial institutions on planet Earth, central banks, big major corporations, all that fun stuff. So it's nothing like you see in crypto, but rather out of the F500 fintech firms, from private sector, top financial institutions to government bodies and more. There's a reason Ripple is one of the few cryptos that central banks and governments are taking seriously. Just off their solutions alone, you can tell what Ripple is doing doesn't target the crypto sector directly. While the XRP ledger is open for all to use, the big players are going to be using it. And I just wanted to bring this to your attention, just a screen grab here that was posted from Tokenizer attached to this lengthy tweet thread. James Wallace here, Sandy O'Connor, and Anja Manuel. And if you look at their resumes, you can see how you can see the breadth of experience that particularly these three Ripple board members have. IBM for James Wallace. Okay, he's also worked at Founder 73 LLC. Sandy O'Connor, though, and Anja Manuel, they've actually worked within the financial sector, the traditional financial sector, but also at the institutional level with the the FDIC, for example, the Systemic Resolution Advisory Committee member. She was one. Sandy O'Connor was for the FDIC. And Angia Manuel, Special Assistant to the Secretary for Political Affairs for the U.S. Department of State, as just another one of those jobs that really does tie in well with what Ripple is doing today. So I'm not going to read this full tweet thread, but I think you guys understand the scope of what I'm talking about here. Monica Long did come out and also post this. Ripple's Q2 2024 markets report was live just the other day. I'm sure you guys have read it already. I'm not going to go over it in too much detail, but I wanted to highlight some interesting points here. A couple of which were also highlighted by Anders on Twitter. Total XRP held by Ripple, okay? The escrow plus Ripple's XRP holdings is now down to around 44% of the total supply. So that amount is diminishing, which is good for the market, I think. It's also good because it does show that Ripple is becoming less and less of a centralized entity holding XRP. So XRP held by Ripple, 4.6 billion total XRP subject to on-ledger escrow. So that is now, the amount is now 39.5 billion XRP. So that has gone down significantly in the last quarter. The other thing I wanted to mention here that I know some people are still scratching their head about just because we haven't had that final verdict yet from Judge Torres. We're still waiting for that final decision, that final ruling. However, the central ruling that XRP isn't a security will not change. So that is finalized, and that is directly from the official Q2 2024 report from Ripple Labs. So these are very important things to note. The report goes over many other things. I will link it in the description for you guys if you're interested. So I wanted to thank Anders and Monica Long, of course, Tokenizer for that original tweet. XRP drops, and Nick Crypto Crusader, Radar, forgot to thank everybody here, Sentiment, and Raul Powell just for posting that. Now, major Ripple partners are also continuing to make important moves within the financial sector, guys. Consensus is another company. They announced today that Consensus Verify, which I guess is one of their products, Europe's leading open bank identity and regulatory checking solution, is now available on the Temenos exchange. So Temenos, a large Ripple partner, they're notable for partnering up with many different financial institutions, mainly in Europe, but all over the world. And Consensus Verify now ensures that end-user accounts access is never granted or authorized third parties, giving consumers and businesses the highest degree of protection when making open banking transactions. So this has to do with the security of open banking specifically. Scalable, extendable, and robust Consensus Verify provides Temenos open banking and open finance customers with the ability to check in real time the identity and authorization permissions of any third party at the time an account access request is made. This is done by cross-referencing the information provided by the third party to the financial institution with data held on a regulatory databases and registers, so probably stored on the blockchain somewhere. The consolidation findings are passed back to the financial institution in real time through a single API, so an instant decision can be made to grant or deny account access. So another way that these Ripple partners are integrating, really kind of now focusing on the security aspect of it. And I'm still waiting, to be honest with you, I'm still waiting for more use cases to be developed on the XRP ledger that does have to do with security. I think there are some, if I'm not mistaken, there are already some applications being developed. Here's another one with regards to Ripple partner TerraPay, guys. They've tapped ACE or ACE money transfers to boost global remittances. So they're doing this to enhance global payouts and enable seamless transactions across borders. Leveraging ACE's experience in the remittance domain, TerraPay will enhance the end-user experience to solve the complex challenges facing cross-border transactions. Here's a quote from ACE Money. This partnership between ACE or ACE Money Transfer and TerraPay represents a significant step forward for the remittance industry. By combining our strengths and experiences, we can unlock new possibilities for innovation and create a more seamless and efficient experience for users sending money across borders. So, as these markets are expanding, as the Ripple partners are expanding their corridors, it just makes them more valuable. It creates a more valuable partnership for the companies that want to partner with companies like TerraPay, for example. Here's another quote from Miller Rodriguez, UK and Europe at TerraPay. He said, "We are thrilled to embark on this new journey with ACE Money Transfer. This partnership underscores TerraPay's dedication to harness cutting-edge technology to deliver seamless payment solutions. By joining forces with ACE, a veteran in the remittance sector, we aim to fortify our payout offerings, empowering customers with enhanced accessibility and reliability." So more Ripple partners really hitting it out of the park. In this case, they're looking at the UK and Europe. And in Africa, we're seeing the same thing, guys, with regards to Flutterwave. Flutterwave's Ghana payment license paves the way for more new secure transactions. So this is another Ripple partner, guys. Flutterwave, a leading payments technology company, has recently been granted another payment license, this time in the country of Ghana, by the Central Bank of Ghana. The milestone marks a significant expansion for Flutterwave's operations in Africa, enabling the company to offer a comprehensive suite of payment services directly within and through Ghana. So, the economies in Africa, they are growing. There's now more need for more payment solutions, for more liquid corridors, especially if you're using an exotic fiat currency, which many of these African currencies are, because Africa has historically never really been a huge hub for business. A lot of their currencies have not been very liquid. So it's a perfect example of where RippleNet will thrive, where companies like Flutterwave and On Afrique is another large Ripple partner, where they're going to be able to leverage the power of the XRP out, leverage XRP, drive more demand for the XRP cryptocurrency, and create more opportunities for these African nations. So some more great news coming out of Africa. Major developments here. And I also happen to see this, guys, from Michael Branch. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily exactly what the headline says here, but according to this headline, JP Morgan is to accept XRP for credit card and mortgage payments. So at first, when I read this, I was like, okay, what's going on here? Here's what it states. In a significant development for the cryptocurrency world, JP Morgan Chase has announced that it will now accept XRP for credit cards and mortgage transactions. This move allows customers to use XRP for payments and earn cash back through the XRP ledger system through a crypto trading fund, or a CTF. So that's where the catch is. You can leverage this, funnel it through the crypto trading fund, and receive CTF tokens. And so this is how the integration works. Customers making payments with XRP at participating merchants, both online and offline, can earn CTF tokens as rewards. These tokens can be used to purchase products or sold for fiat currency and cash back. Due to the limited supply, though, of CTF tokens and anticipated high demand, speculation suggests that the value for the CTF token could soar from 72 cents to an impressive $498. So maybe a bit of a promotion here for CTF. Nevertheless, guys, the technology that is being used, if this is in fact correct, JP Morgan Chase accepting a service that does have XRP as the back end, not directly connecting to the XRP ledger, but through some other process, it sounds as though that would in fact connect to the XRP ledger. I know Michael has been getting some criticism here, like Digital Numismatis here, saying JP Morgan is not accepting XRP for your mortgage payment. You're using a gateway system that swaps your crypto for cash and then makes the final payment in fiat. So that is the caveat there. Nevertheless, if XRP is being used, this is an example of how indirectly, a lot of these banks, even though, and it's the same as Swift. I mean, Swift is another great example of this. Even if Swift isn't using XRP directly, they will be using XRP in this same kind of capacity where they are integrating into another system that will leverage the XRP ledger. And so indirectly, you will be using XRP. So I can see the connection here, on top of which I just wanted to remind you guys that back in December, December 2023, JP Morgan did cite XRP and Ripple as players in unlocking $120 billion in value trapped in cross-border payments. So they are no stranger to Ripple, the company, to RippleNet and XRP. They highlighted it in their report here. Ripple as one of those companies, along with Swift, Finality, and CLS, cross-border payment infrastructure intended to use the cryptocurrency XRP as a settlement instrument. So JP Morgan, and by the way, this is an official JP Morgan document that was released back in December in collaboration with Oliver Wyman there. On top of which, do you remember this from November of 2021? In the depths of the lawsuit, JP Morgan did say, if Ripple does win the SEC lawsuit, XRP is poised for significant adoption. So, whether they were planning this or not, whether this is going to be done indirectly or not, JP Morgan did see the writing on the wall. I don't think that's the right term, but they could take a step back and understand how important this technology is going to be. And if we do have major mortgages and credit card payments being paid for and transacted over the XRP ledger, more of these big banks are going to drive more activity to the XRPL, whether it's directly or indirectly, thus driving more demand for XRP. And guys, when there is more demand for the XRP cryptocurrency, this ultimately means the price is going to go up. We are trading right now in a spec market, so the price is behaving as such, but that could change, boom, in the blink of an eye. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.